Ignatian thought on integral reconciliation. In Pope Francis's encyclical Laudato Si and in the 36th General Congregation of the Society of Jesus, there is one fine expression and the need to care for creation and to reconcile ourselves with God and creation. Today, we are invited to live out this triangular, integral relationship of reconciliation. It is an invitation to reflect on our personal relationship with God, creation, and humanity, to acknowledge and amend our ways and to promote reconciliation. At the end of each day, we need to ask ourselves, where did I feel the presence of God? In God, in humanity, or in creation? Integral means each person and the whole person, today and in the near future. We understand reconciliation as learning to live together as brothers and sisters in our common home, where we celebrate similarities and differences. Pope Francis says, human life is like an orchestra that sounds good if the different instruments are in accord and follow a score shared by all. This integral reconciliation implies reconciling with God, creation, and humanity. There are 5 simple means to become conscious of this integral reconciliation. Number 1, gratitude. We begin giving thanks to God for our creation and its splendor. Ignatian spirituality invites us to recognize that the earth we inhabit and the humanity we live in are gifts from our Creator. Number 2, awareness. We need to look at the earth and see the great diversity of the world in His humanity, the goodness of all creation and the different people who live in it. Ignatius of Loyola invites us to see the world from the eyes of God, the Trinity. Number 3, understanding. We need to ask for the grace to see the world and understand its infinite goodness, diversity, and interconnectedness of His creation and His humanity. Yes, change is possible. And number 4 is conversion. What do we leave behind for our common home, humanity, and for future generations? Our conversion would lead to making choices that impact the environment and the people in our community, nation, and around the world, particularly the poor and vulnerable. Number 5, conversation. I enter into a conversation with creation and humanity with the eyes of the marginalized and the desire for a just world. We are called to heal this broken world, to embrace a culture of solidarity and encounter. This means a new way of producing, consuming, that puts God's creation and humanity at the center. It means integrating the different peoples of the earth with an aspiration to humanity, a future of peace and hope. Integral reconciliation means persons, not individualism. It affirms inclusion and not exclusion. It affirms dignity rather than exploitation. Freedom, not coercion. When Ignatius's leg finally started to heal properly, he discovered 2 things. One of his bone was still sticking out, forming an ugly bump under his knee, and the leg that had broken was now shorter than the other one. He then started to reconcile with himself and God. So Ignatius became stronger again. Ignatius decided that he would use the talents God had given him, his strength, his leadership, his ability, his bravery, and his intelligence to serve God and his people. In Colossians, we read, reconciliation is God's initiative, restoring a broken world to God's intentions by reconciling to himself all things through Christ, including the relationship between people and God, between people and with God's created earth. We participate with God's mission by being transformed into ambassadors of integral reconciliation. I end with two biblical concepts. Number one, shalom. Shalom includes right relationships of human beings with God, within themselves, and with one another, and with the created world. Shalom is always rooted in justice and holiness. Number two, restorative justice. Archbishop Desmond Tutu, in his book, No Future Without Forgiveness, states, the healing of breaches, the redressing of imbalances, the restoration of broken relationships, are seeking to rehabilitate both the victims and the perpetrators, who should be given an opportunity to be reintegrated into the community he has injured by his offenses. And finally, let's ask ourselves, how do I reconcile with God, creation, and humanity? Our Pope Francis says, the God of tenderness will heal us. He will heal us with the many, many wounds of life and the many ugly things that we have done. Each of us has our own. And to think it all began because one man, St. Ignatius of Loyola, strong and brave enough to reconcile.